Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. I have replays. I have the best, biggest replays. Everyone who says otherwise is a crooked liar with small hands. Yep, we are in Red Alert Global League Week 3. And this is, I think, the premier match in Masters League for Orb. Spawning in the bottom right as Ukraine, and his opponent du jour is Abcdefg30. Now that's a name that rolls right off the tongue, isn't it? Beautiful. He's opening up with a Kennel and the dog, who is also spawning is Russia. So the big old brothers in arm matchup now on that map this small. Is this ever gonna reach the late game stage? Probably not, hands down. But we're gonna see. Couple announcements first and foremost. There has been a stream. Yo, I've got a stream archive on my YouTube channel now because I don't want to flood the inbox of my subs with lots and lots of unnecessary streams. I don't want to clutter it, so all the streams are set to private. So not to private, just to not listed, to unlisted. So you can actually still watch them. I'm going to put a link to the playlist in the description if you're interested in watching my 1v1 streams. So anyway, what's there to say about the players here in question? So Orb is someone who has learned incredibly fast. He has been like a medium tier player for just a month, and then he graduated to top tier immediately. A super strong player who utilizes most of the units and who is also tech rushing a lot. So player just after my taste, who has gotten a nice concave here of lots of riflemen and also 2 grenadiers. Now the Grens are very smart on this map. First and foremost, they can snag free veterancy off of those concrete walls. They can demolish the concrete walls and give access to the gems here in the middle as the flame tower pops. And not only do they gain free veterancy, they also give you access to the gems, and they create pressure, because this is time for ABC to react now. It's gonna be like, what's in the bushes here? What's going on? Double ref opener for Orb, and a War Factory first opener is a bit risky. So the thing here is, there's gonna be lots of infantry presence, and this is probably an APC, and an APC off of 1 refinery, 1 ore truck is a bit ballsy. Not gonna sugarcoat it, but hey, this might as well go into the late game for all I know. The Grants are still there. Okay, this is interesting. The APC is going down south and starting to trade with the rifleman. Good crusher so far. But there is a rocket soldier, and unless he can focus it out immediately, he has to bail. Yep. He's booking it right now. And in come the Grants, sneaking by the ridge. Have been unspotted as of yet. And tackling the power plant immediately now. Is there a power shortage? ABC is completely flat out broke. That's what happens. Oh, the Grants are so fast. Yep, that's what veterancy 2 gives you. And he's gonna get the power plant to boot. Now, this is not gonna be low power, I believe, no. It's 100 over 100, so still fine, But there is so much field presence out for Orb, who is now transferring into more harvesters. So just spamming off of 1 racks and forcing ABC into a very defensive position. Who's now trying to push with flame towers against an imaginary threat. So a very good play, and he's basically not played the map, he has played the player. If you're catching my drift here. Because ABC was forced to invest into lots of early pressure, lots of early counter pressure. Counter measures, I should say, rather. And he's now trying to fight in this concave, but this is not a good idea. The ABC of APC, well, that's so... What an alliteration, such alliteration, much well. Is going to fall, and there are 3 rockets. Nice force fire coming out of Orb. Yep. ABC should book it. Should hightail it out there. And a very good position for Orb still, who is now opted to... Oh, he's gotten the radar out, so he is prepared for all eventualities. He has a flak truck to screen and scout. He has the APC for tanking power. He's got lots of rocket soldiers. I really like how he's utilizing this 4-part composition. And this is going to be a straight-up base push. No spare backup MCV. The V2 is coming online, and this is spelling bad news for ABC, who doesn't have any field presence whatsoever. All he has is probably a flame tower queued up, like 10 riflemen, and there is 1v2. Yeah, 1v2. Good night, sweet prince. That's your 5 stack of rifles. So how you want to trade against this? If you're in ABC's shoes, I mean, I would already call it if we were in his shoes round, but... Tesla coil is not the right choice. Lots of infantry, and a Tesla Quill never trades positively against infantry. Something you gotta keep in mind here. 2 V2s have come online. I think this game is pretty much over before it even began. Yeah, the V2s can now push back all the threats here. Maybe he's even going for an airfield. At this stage of the game, I wouldn't be surprised to see an airfield. The APC is so good because it can screen tank and find the flame towers. What is this APC of ABC doing? Oh, what a waste. And an ore refinery just to spite ABC here. So this is going to be a very quick and decisive game 1. But as we all know, there is always a game 2 in Global League. That's what I love about it. Very good. Or utilizing all his units to their full effect. Gonna be an interesting matchup, by the way, because I'm going to play him next week. And the Radadome for ABC has come online, but way too late. Oh! As we still see the APC going down to friendly fire from Orb. Good stuff. Very, very good pressure coming out of the double barracks opener. He's basically chosen the perfect opener. Something that ABC could not respond to with his crippled eco. His eco was crippled because he went for an early APC off of one harvester, and this is something you can do against lots of infantry pressure, but you have to make it work. And ABC just got his APC chunked by a couple rockets, and then had to leave and lost all its pressure. So yeah, Orb was free to just take a free, not even an expansion, it's basically an all-in cheese play. But it worked! With the Radadome in the backlines, beautiful play. Very, I like how this is a 5-part composition. This is not just spamming V2s or just spamming highs or something. This is a composition that requires deliberate execution to play out. Anyway, on to game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Game 2 is in full effect, and this is on agenda. Probably, I think this was Orb's pick because ABC picked on Keeper of the Grass and got cheesed in round 1. So yeah, let's see how the rematch goes here. This is a more open map and a map that allows you to focus more on the economy. You're allowed to basically expand for free if you're not getting your service depot sniped or your shit pushed in. So yeah, this is a revised version. Doesn't have the 2 backline derricks anymore. By the way, interesting new feature in the upcoming playtest and also in the subsequent releases. Be prepared for the civilian structures rework. So there have been 2 more civilian structures added that can be captured by an engineer. There is the FCOM or forward command, which is going to be basically a free expansion with a smaller build radius, but if it's sniped, it's gone forever. And the other one is the, I think it was the Technology Center, the one with the 3 domes, but it's now being renamed to Communications Center, and it gives you, I think, like 12 cells of line of sight around you. And probably, I'd say even stealth detection, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, this is gonna be a different beast of a map here, and I'm hoping we're gonna see something different. Oh, as we see the first kill come in, that was just on a civilian and burning down a couple huts, or just not adhering to the Geneva Convention at all, not giving a single fuck here. Good stuff, good stuff. And this time the eco probably... Is this a double ref opener again? Is it? No, War Factory first. And an early flame tower by ABC. Now, this is 600 in the early game off of 1 harvester, plus a War Factory. So this leads me to believe there's gonna be like a flamethrower all in or something, or you know, flamer APC, I guess. Wait, did he sell the flame tower again? Okay, that's just a waste of money. He built the flame tower, popped it down, sold it again. That's 300 caps down that you're not having in your pocket and your opponent has. So, not a big fan here. And Orb has opted for the early APC this time around, versus the more eco-heavy opener by ABC, who's going double harvester at least. Is there gonna be an APC follow-up? Yes, sir. You betcha there is. So the Derrick is gonna get... Yep, it's gonna get captured. The caps coming in, no problemo. And Orb smelling the engineer around, he's sniffing him out and has found him. Relentless chain gun, just obliterating the engineer. The goriest animations in this game are when engineers get splattered. It's pretty brutal. So anyway, there's the APC for ABC. I love saying that. It's more like somewhat of an alliteration. And so look, if you know your opponent has an APC, it's just not smart running around. Oh, nice snipe though. It's just not smart running around with purely rifles, because they're just eventually gonna get, if their location is revealed, such as what ABC did right there. It was attacking the old lyric. This immediately clues Orb in on the idea that there is an APC or that there is only rifle infantry, and that he can easily attack with his APC into this. So lots of early rifle infantry, triple barracks. What the hell? 5 harvester, triple barracks, so this is going to be a field day for the APC. But the first rocket has popped. He can't find the crush, can't seem to find it. So again, just like in game 1, it's a repeat. Has to book it, has to hightail out of there. And this is again bad news, because it loses him the pressure. Again, popping static D without any immediate presence or threat from your opponent is just wasted money. This Tesla coil hasn't provided a single bit of value, and on the other side of the map, Orb just has lots of field presence and doesn't have any static D. He doesn't need it right now. He has better field presence here. Again, the APC going down, not finding a snipe on the flag. This is the exact same composition, but on a different build order. And this time it's going to be supplemented with a Yak, Yakovlev Yak airplane as well, or paper plane, or pigeon of war. However whatever your preference is, whatever floats your boat. APC follow-up, so is this going to be another one base move out with the MC? Because if you do this and your opponent catches a whiff of this, he is actually just going to snipe you. He's going to take up and he's going to kill your only construction yard, and you don't have a backup plan because your service depot has never been built. I don't know about this position. ABC should, in my opinion, just take a backwards expansion and go for ore refineries there. Seeing as it's going to be under a lot of pressure from the Yak, the line of sight that it provides is so good. We are going to see this momentarily. Probably scouting the Tesla coil as well. No, at least the snipe on the old Derek is in order here. Alright, alright. Oh, fighting on the roads though is pretty dangerous a proposition. Oh, as we can see here, that's a pretty dangerous proposition. Very good. Mobile flag being in the perfect position. ABC just fortifying. He doesn't gain anything from this. He has most of his assets in static D, and his actual army is puny. This is a position you never want to be in. And the Yak has scouted the expansion. What is this refinery? He's going for the gems. It's not working. Oh! That was lucky. The deploy animation hadn't it hadn't finished yet, so there was no full damage on the V2 missile. And the flak track is going in, finding the snipe on the expansion con yard. Very bad news for ABC. Should have gone for a backwards expansion, because no way that Orb could have transferred his army so quickly. This is going to be problems. He's got 3 APCs though, depends on whether or not the crushes are good. He's going in with the harvesters as well. On the road advantage. Let's see, can he find the crushes here? Oh, light him up, boys. That's been a good set of crushes here. Needs to keep moving, especially his harvesters. Harvesters still take full damage from V2s, as does everything really. Has missed the mark here. There was a 10 stack of infantry that it didn't find the crush on. So that's a split-second decision, so it's very hard to call those decisions and make the right one. But very, very bad news here for ABC Abcdefg30. Now I've got the time to spell out his name properly. So he's going to be in a world of hurt here. Deploying more Tesla coils just doesn't help you when your opponent has Yaks to scout and screen, and your opponent also has 3 V2s. So all he needs to do really is scout the Tesla coils and target them with the V2s. That's it. Now he's taking a backwards expansion. Needs an expansion stat. He needs a refinery, is that what you call it, right? Oh, the V2 hits are brutal. And ABC just not moving his army enough. If you're fighting against this, if you're fighting against a style like this, just the scatter command is your friend. Scatter key all day, any day of the week. No MC or nothing. ABC calling it. So yeah, you know, you can't always see what's in those replays, so I didn't expect those to be that short. Let's be real here. Very solid play from Orb. The double tech rush has paid off 2 times, a 2-0 for him so far. I'm going to post the updated tables in this cast as well. So, wow, good play, and ABC just not finding the right answers. He made a couple crucial mistakes there. Should have deployed a backwards expansion because there couldn't have been enough pressure early on to crush the backwards expansion. There would have been way more eco, and this forward base just got crushed. And then you needed a Radar Dome himself just to take out those V2s. Or at least, you know, something else that works is spamming lots of rifles but not keeping them stacked up. Instead, just scattering them about the place, so the V2s waste all their precious missiles or rockets on random stragglers without finding the big snipes on the blob. Another set of strategies would entail building flak trucks early on and just going on a V2 hunt with the flak trucks, going on a flanking hunt. Like, you need to find those flanks, but it's very rewarding if you do. So yeah, very good play, and this is it for this week. But as to quote another famous Austrian, I'll be back. Right, that's it for now for me. See you guys. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.